Hello, fellow children of Adam. Thanks for tuning in to Stellaris, Children of Adam. Alright, so you all know more or less what's going on. I am in a bit of a hot war with the Khan, the second coming of the Khan. And I feel like I'm doing pretty well, to be honest. But we have had to regroup.
Incoming transmission.
Fall back. Ooh.
Your attention, please.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Whoa, hold on a second. Too much happening. I discovered some new artifacts. Okay. I got a non-aggression pact that I'm going to decline, and I finished research. Okay, too much at once. It took me all by surprise. Alright, let's go. Refit standards would be really good. It will make our ships cheaper to maintain, allowing us to have larger fleets at less of a cost. So what we're doing here is we have Marty's fleet rendezvousing to go against the Khan, and Tectus's fleet.
Recently developed technology, and already.
Hang on a minute, because I'm on a different operating system.
Tutorial missions and tips are.
It is blaring me with a bunch of tutorial missions and tips, which I, you know, believe it or not, I actually don't need. Okay, another thing is the music here is a little oppressive. I'm gonna lower that down. Okay, there we go. Yes, back to normal. So what am I doing? Right now, I have only one rivalry. Let's see if we can increase that. I'm going to lock this bar so it doesn't keep popping out. So, no, I can really only have one rival, the Aztani Horde. Everybody else is just way too pathetic, except for the Lachiks, but they're my tribute. Alright, well, that doesn't really work then. Now, these ships are already at
Heretic
full strength.
fleet engaged.
Our ships are at full strength now, so if they're not 100% full, they're being reinforced currently. As you can see, the reinforcements are here. Marty's is fully reinforced except for the battleship that is missing. So let's go ahead and queue up a battleship replacement. Oh, I guess it's already been queued up. Yep, here it is. Good. So we have full reinforced our fleets, and now it would be wise to start expanding them. Now we also terraformed Nishpan. Okay, so that Khanate stopped spreading, and they sort of established a formal empire. But what I was going to say is, all right, I'm going to have to kill this music. It's killing me right now. I'll put it back on once I can lower it. Let's see. We want to give Nishpan a Children of Adam based name, so how about Richter, after the Grand Zealot Richter. And then Nishpan will become Richter.
Construction complete.
Alright, there we go. I feel like the ambient music is enough for now. Now, I also have the ability to open up the L gate. We just haven't done it yet because, well, to be honest, we are preoccupied with the Khan, taking most of our attention away from scientific endeavors. Alright. Right now, I am expanding my fleets to have 2 battleships, and we can reach into the shrouds. Let's see. I need to make a little bit more energy credit. There we go. Reaching into the shroud, and let's try to increase happiness. I don't actually want a psionic avatar. Yeah, let's do it. Did it work? I suppose it did not. I should read those things, but I am very bad at it. Don't have the patience to read through them all. Because either I'd find the Avatar or I would not. So now we have 2 more battleships rolling off the line from Marty's fleet and Tectis' fleet. But the Comet, at this point, is actually an empire. They're a formal empire now. So I'm going to declare them a rival. As you can see, they don't hate us yet, but I'm going to declare them a rival anyway, because they're huge. They're now the largest empire in the universe. And Marty and Tectis, I'm going to send down to Astani. I would love to subjugate Astani as soon as I can. And then once I have Astani subjugated, I can then focus back to the new Khanate that I owe some crushing punishment. Cromwell's going to expand for housing. The glow is okay for now.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Megadon has plenty of room. Alright, so we just got the ability to retrofit our ships. Let's go for starbase capacity. And let's turn on the resource overlay. A lot of the settings that I had for Stellaris have been reset because of the save and load.
Construction complete.
So the Glow's starbase has been expanded. People are closing their borders with me now that the Khan is not the threat he used to be. That's fine by me. If I need your borders open, I'll fight you for it. This will allow me to focus on also the Gindor black hole, but I've sort of made the decision to fight the Astani first. Yeah. Why? I don't know. I just want to fight them. But it looks like, is there a way to change my refresh rate on the fly? Nope, I have to restart the game. Alright, I'll just deal with it. It's kind of flickering. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I bet you can see it. Yeah, that's not good. Is there a way, maybe, forget that, do... It's funny, every time I tab out, I no longer see it. Yeah, I'm just gonna actually have to roll credits just a second. I apologize for that. I'm a little worried that the constant flickering is, well, a mix of annoying and also, you know, I don't want to give anyone, you know, a seizure if you're an epileptic. But luckily on a new machine, this should boot up pretty quick. Yeah, I apologize for that. Well, let's view the lovely loading screen then. Ooh. It's the dramatic black screen. Alright, there we go. We are back online and no longer flickering like a mad person. Perfect.
Construction complete.
So let's take a look at these fleets. For now, I'm done upgrading star bases. We have one major fleet. It does need its battleships, but it's on the border of the Astani already.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
And before anything happens, let me just... Okay, so these guys are currently in war with the Astani. The... Who are you guys? The Qualepim, whatever? Oh, these guys. Okay. So the Astani are trying to absorb them, so I can't actually do the subjugation war until that is over. So what I'll do is I'll just sit at 3 Mara, planning on going to fight the enigmatic energies. because they need to be at peace for me to invade them, basically. It's the long and short of it. So I'm sort of waiting for the Astani to win their war, which I'm sure won't be long, because it's this nation versus this micronation. These guys should lose pretty soon. As you can see, the defender... Yeah, there is some... We can read the war exhaustion. They're already getting somewhat exhausted. Alright, we just got another... Let's do Master Shipwrights. Another tradition. Alright, so Marty's fleet is just about ready.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Tactus fleet is coming. We just got impulse thrusters, which allows our ships to move a little bit faster. The next thing I want to research is maybe civilian repli complexes, which allows us to manufacture even more consumer goods more efficiently. Alright, I'm adding housing to the glow. Housing to Verena. And I think we're good. I just saw Queptilium lose some territory right here. Yeah, they're definitely losing. And as soon as they lose, I move on in. There's other things for me to do. There is the Wraith up here, and then the L Gate. I really should. I keep saying this, but I really should go into the L Gate next. That would give me a huge leg up on the competition. Alright, Richter is now colonizing, and that'll be quite good. Checking for piracy. Actually, we do have a little bit of piracy at Elthier. Ah, interesting. I'm gonna upgrade Curie to a Star Fortress to cover Elthier better. Actually, And I'm gonna upgrade one at Richter too. Yes. So the starbase capacity research that I'm investing in is already going to be immediately useful. Alright, Tectus is now at Thuramora or whatever it's called. And we're ready to jump to...
Construction complete.
The energy, enigmatic energy...
Construction complete.
Targets. So let's go ahead and do that. We need housing at Isolde. Let's not actually sort by sector. Let's just sort by planets, not sectors. I don't really care what sector they're in.
Heretic fleet engaged.
Alright, so here's this battle. I suspect I'll lose some ships, but not too many. Yeah, they're already dead. Reinforce. Alright, let's go against these guys. So down here, I need to send a science ship. So the one at Isolde is going to be repurposed for the projects and the survey. And then the construction ship will be sent down here as well. Hypothetically, the Astani could annex this, so I need to make it there before they do.
Construction complete.
They are still in their war, but they're getting... The defenders are getting...
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Quite war exhausted. I have just unlocked the megastructure of science nexus. Activate L-Gate would be great, as I kept saying.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, so now I have Manifest Destiny. Let's... get synthetic thought patterns for extra resource for jobs. That's a huge one. My healthcare campaign and my capacity overload just finished up, and declare saint. I'm using up a lot of my influence doing this, but that's alright. I have a lot of it. I generate a lot of it. Alright, so you can see here that they have a science ship and construction ship en route to do the annexation, so it is a bit of a rush, and if I don't get it, I don't get it. It's not that big of a deal. I can get it back when I annex the Estani.
Construction complete.
So, the Queptilium just lost more territory to them. Whatever territory they were holding up here is gone. Honestly, no surprise at all.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
We have the civilian replexes, or whatever they're called. Let's research defensive platform hull points. Make our defensive platforms even tougher. Not that I'm using any, but if I ever do, it'll be nice to have. Verena grew a little bit, so I'm going to upgrade the reassembled ship shelter to a planetary administration and add a numistic shrine. Over at this world, what do we want? Food processing facility. And then I want to start to... I'm going to make sure I have encouraged planetary growth pretty much everywhere I can. I certainly have the food for it, so...
Debris analyzed.
It looks like our science ship is here first, but I do need the construction ship to be able to really secure it. So Richter here, we are going to add a black site and some anchorage stations. Richter is becoming a colony, so a black site will be helpful. War exhaustion, 65%. Yeah,
debris
it might
analyzed.
be a while. All right, now we're going to be
Construction
surveying.
complete.
And another colony. Richter is now a formal colony, and it looks like it's going to be colony ideal for mining. And I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to build mining. Because eventually we're going to start processing all of those minerals into alloys for a souped-up military. I can do another relic. I don't have a lot of influence right now, so I'm going to do the surveyor. And this initially adds resources to Gossick. Alright, so let's send the construction ship that we have up to Gossick and get those alloys.
System survey complete.
Annex that territory. This scientist is going to go back and assist research. And we did it before they got it. I sort of figured that would be the case, but I wasn't sure. I did kind of mosey on over laissez-faire style.
Construction complete.
Alright, Shroud is available again. Let's increase the influence, and it worked. We have influence increased 30%. Great.
Construction complete.
I'm just saying how we didn't have a whole lot of influence, but now I do. Alright, so these fleets are ready to go bash up what is ever in there. The scientist is likewise going to rendezvous over there to survey it and annex it.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Defensive hull points are done. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of some of these older debris research that I really don't need anymore.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, so let's take a look at this fight. This is just some alien vessels. I don't even know what they are. But we also just got railgun. I'm also going to do autocannon as well. No, battleship hull points looks really good. I would like tougher battleships. Alright, so that flight is gone. Next up is the Wraith, I think. That's going to be definitely harder than the other ones I've been destroying, but I'm down for the
construction complete.
For the challenge.
Construction complete. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, synthetic thought patterns is done. Let's go with ship fire rate and command center. That's always a good one. Extending our deal with the scientists, and then any second now we'll have the extend the deal with the artists. Well, actually, let me make sure I'm even in patron of the art. Yeah, I am. Patron of the arts for 75 more days. Okay. So we'll have that deal extended in just a minute. The fleets I have, I'm going to add another battleship to each. I'm going to need to buy some alloys to do that, but we'll get that queued up. There it is, extending the deal. Alright, this ship here, let's go survey. And
construction complete.
Add it to our empire. This construction ship got the alloys from the surveyor. Now that I have a space station at Elthir, it's just going to be a little anchorage station, nothing more.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom. Situation log updated.
We finally researched the way to activate L-gates. What else do we want to do now? More energy credits from technicians looks pretty good. And what was I doing? Yeah, once I activate these L-gates, it's open for everybody, which means there will be somewhat of a mad rush to
construction complete.
And I have to be ready for that mad rush because I need to be ready to grab up territory lickety-split. War games looks good. Fleet command limit goes up, and the admirals can level up higher. We're getting these traditions pretty quickly, if you ask me. Alright, their war is 87% over as well. What about you, Mr. Khan? You
construction complete.
are inferior to me, but you are also in your own war. So my main empire, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to downgrade one alloy, and because I made a bigger plant, I don't need multiples. Now for his ascension perks, let's take a look. I would say that Arcology project would be pretty good. So we have, how many do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So Arcology, maybe Colossus, Galactic Wonders, and one other thing. Yeah, I don't know what the fourth thing should be. But I don't think it hurts to do Arcology project now. Now what this would do is I would fill my planet here with all city districts, and then I could turn it into an Arcology. And I'll actually start working towards that.
Anomaly found.
Oh, this is a relatively new scientist in this ship that found a anomaly. I'm going to switch them out for someone else. So scientists. Let's go to the leaders here. I need a higher level one. So you here... This one here. Busy commanding the Mendak the Cunning. Okay, let's go find them. So, you stop. I'm going to switch you in for the low-level guy. And then, at Curie, the scientist that was aiding here is going to change to the lower-level person. And then she should be able to research this anomaly like it's routine, or he, well, whatever he is. So we'll survey it, and then we'll figure out the anomaly. Oh, interesting. I found a shielded planet here that is...
Construction complete.
Has a moon base on it. So we'll have another archaeology dig, which is great. I wanted to collect artifacts, and here we have another opportunity to collect one.
Construction complete.
I'm gonna have my my fleets wait here
System
to fight the
survey
Wraith
complete.
because I have battleships coming out, and I'd like to wait for the battleship backup. Now the piracy I had building up at Elthier is gone because I built a space station there. The space station doesn't even really have the setup to suppress pirates, but it works anyway because one station suppresses perfectly, regardless.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Let's make claims cheaper and go through all of our worlds and make sure that they're got planetary growth on all of them. The faster my population spreads, the more powerful I will be. Sort of the long and short of it there. Right, so here's my two battleships that are reinforcing, and they'll be rendezvousing shortly. We just claimed Lathoros. So once this scientist is done with this this anomaly, they will start the archaeology project.
Construction complete.
So I just queued that up. I'm shifting the
spirits have granted us
civilian
new wisdom.
goods into one larger building than many small ones. Let's get another science here. Let's just get disruptors. That's been... We've had it partially for a while. I just want to get it off the list. So... I researched something called Purple Rain, which gives happiness or something? Happiness to the planet that doesn't exist? I don't really know. Alright, so here's the archaeology project. The archaeologist doesn't have a specialty in archaeology, but she's high level, and we've got a ship built for archaeology. A bit, sort of. You know, we have some artifacts that improve it, so shouldn't be that bad. Should be pretty efficient.
Construction complete.
Yeah, so we can see we're getting progress, high progress results already.
Construction complete.
Alright, the construction ship at Lathoros is done. We're going to head up to Soval. And I'm going to turn on Union's map mode so you can kind of better see my territory. Oh, let's check in. So 99% war exhausted. As you can see,
spirits have granted us new wisdom.
the Cathelum here, or Queptilium or whatever they're called, only have one teeny little territory, which is sort of I expected. Let's see. Survey speed for the Curator Exploration Lab. That works for me. The ships are about to be reinforced. Here's one battleship, and the other one is already in the system.
Construction complete.
And then we'll go fight that Wraith. But I should have a freed up scientist to research the Wraith. Which I currently do not have. I don't want to clear it and then have the spoils get lost because I don't have the territory. I'll do it anyway. Maybe. What I'll do actually is let's go crank out a science ship that sits over there, and then I can swap the scientist into it if I need to. I think that's probably the most efficient way of going about it. So at Curie, we just upgraded the Repli complex here, so I'm going to destroy this old one. Add housing, and then people will move from the old one to the new one.
Construction complete.
Alright, so here's the science ship that I wanted. Once it rendezvous to Slovel, or Solval, I'll go and kill that Wraith.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
Surveyor activated just again. Added more energy to the homeworld here. It added energy to Lastergavin's shelter. The Queptilium, or whatever they are called, just got wiped out. Which means the war between the Estani and whoever they're warring with is about to be over. Which means I'm going to head south. I know it seems like I'm changing my mind constantly, but there is a small window of opportunity to annex them before they go to war with someone new.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
So I should prep for that. Let's get tachyon sensors. High-level sensor sounds good. And I don't have any room for energy credit, or minerals. So I'm going to sell off my minerals and buy a whole bunch of alloys. I'm going to start amassing... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to start amassing alloys here for mega projects, like rehabbing Gerard's ring world. So the precursors here are trying to give me science. I'll take it, but it's probably at a hidden cost that I'm not aware of yet. Cue the ominous music. Ooh, I had a scientist die. This scientist was aiding research at Cromwell. Died at almost 200 years old. Live the good life, I suppose. So we'll start to replace them. And I'm probably going to have a lot of scientists die, because I really haven't even had my original scientists die just yet.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
The archaeology project continues. My research in claims are better. Climate restoration is something I'd like, and let's reactivate... Actually, let's activate the rubricator. We'll get some minor artifacts, and I'm going to use some of the artifacts to make the spiritualists more attractive, and then that also increases my societal research, albeit by a little. Alright, production targets and farming subsidies just ran out, but I'm actually not going to renew that. I don't really need it that much. Alright, let's see if this war is over. Nope, they're still at war. The defenders...
Construction complete.
don't know when to give in. Shrouds open. Increased happiness. Oh, and I'm cursed. So instead of happiness, I get unhappy. So as you can see here, Curse of the Shroud. So for a long time, my population is a lot less happy, which means they're less productive, which kind of sucks. But, you know, whatever. Can't always win. Going from planet to planet, making sure that I have encouraged population growth. The last supremacy tradition I just unlocked. Fantastic. So, for Colossus Project, yeah, I can't do that yet. What am I waiting on for? Requires having repaired or fully upgraded any megastructures. Okay, I haven't really done that yet. As far as megastructures go, I could build a science nexus. I guess I'll start one. I'll just start one at my homeworld. And the archaeology site just finished. It's a shield generator. So it turned this planet into a relic world. A 26-sized relic world. One that I should probably colonize soon. Also discovered... Oh, what? Oh, man, I just left. So the relic world that I, like, discovered... Alright, let's fix this. So we have one ship that just jumped into warp here. It was, you. Oh, I can't unemploy her. So I just have to wait for her to get to where she's going. We had a scientist die of old age. She was our engineering scientist. I am going to take a minute to try to find one that has, like, Spark of Genius perks. Cost me some energy, but I have a lot of energy. And if I run out, I'll just sell some energy credits. Or sell some minerals for energy credits. Alright, so I just ran out. There we go. It's not exactly fun to watch, I realize, but I'm just trying to get the most possible research I can. And I have the money to do this, so... It brings me to, like, a suggestion I had for this game, which is, like, a dismiss all. Pay the full amount, but basically get rid of all 4 scientists that are, or 3 or 4, however many, that are being offered, replacing them. Alright, so this scientist isn't terrible with the custom AI assistant. That's a 5% gain, but I'm looking for the 10% gain if I can find it. Here it is. Perfect. So if I go to science, technology, put you in. That does mean that I have an extra scientist, but that's perfect because I can use it right now. I actually want her to stay...
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Go here. Alright, battleship hull points are better. Whirlwind missiles would be great. Oh, as would Titans. Let's just go for Titans. It'd be silly not to. Doing a little health check on everybody here. Making sure we have enough housing and jobs. Alright, you done with your war already? Oh my god, you're not. At what point... Once they hit 100% exhaustion, they have 2 years to sort of work out some sort of agreement to end the war. And that is probably coming quick. So this scientist returns in that's a long time. 2-year jump. So in the meantime, I might divert a skilled scientist like this guy to replace the scientist in this ship. Where is it? Should be near Lathoros. Here it is. So we'll put the really high level guy in this one, even though he's paranoid, to go excavate that site, and then the assistant researcher at Adam will be the lower level person. The people that are excavating sites should be high level skilled of archaeology, because if they're not, you could screw up the site and not recover any artifacts. That would be bad.
Construction complete.
Come on, just finish your stupid war already so I can subjugate you and beat you. Make you a tribute. There's no way they don't know. Oh, wait, who are you? Star Realm of Anato. Oh, you own the planet. Interesting. But you don't own the system? So what, is this split or something? Oh, they invaded it. Okay. I was trying to figure out why it was Astani Horde territory
complete.
And the star system of Anato planet.
Construction complete.
Alright, so this colony ship is going to head down to Lathoros, but only after I do the archaeology research, which I've got this scientist doing. But my scientists have been dying,
have granted us
so I don't
new
suspect
wisdom.
he's going to be there very long. He
Construction complete.
Age out. Arcane Decipher, sure, why not? Looks like I'm losing motes and rare crystals at this point. So I do have a world that specializes in that stuff. Mote harvesting trap. And do I have rare crystals here too? So this turns minerals into crystals, but maybe I don't have any more rare crystal. Oh no, here's crystal mine. Wow, the glow. You're just able to make all sorts of weird stuff. If we look at the planet, yeah, we can make a bunch of mines, traps, gas extraction. Because of the weirdness of this planet. Alright, so this is an abandoned Ecumenopolis, or whatever it's called. Alright, both sides are getting exhausted by now. Come on. I'm exhausted waiting for you guys. Whoa! But there was a big old annex here.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I didn't expect that. Alright, so now we have tachyon sensors. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Right here on the border where I'm sitting, I'm going to build a starbase that has some ship ports, so I can actually upgrade my ships while I wait. That's a productive use of my time, I think. I hope. Well, another thing I could do is, so I obviously annexed the Atheli cult, right? I could give them some systems I don't want. So I could give them Pash and have them take that, give them 2, and this shrinks my empire down so that it's easier for me to get traditions and research and stuff. Give you 2. I could even give you land is.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I'm gonna give you Sapir 2. It's not worth too much. Alright, so that shrinks my territory down a little bit. I just researched the ability to reverse engineer. Let's get Galactic Stock Exchange. That sounds phenomenal. Alright, so this scientist got to where she needed to be. How old is she? 101? Alright, let's go start to survey. Trying not to run into these amoeba that would kill us. Still at war.
Incoming transmission.
Alright, a new site pending. So it's about why this place is evacuated. And maybe we'll turn up some answers.
Anomaly found.
I did not expect the Star Realm to actually beat back some of the Estani Horde. Which is probably why they're still at war with one another, is there's no clear victor yet. Alright, so the starbase at Meredith is just about done.
Construction complete.
And this is going to just be... oh, not
Incoming
anchorages.
transmission.
This is going to just be shipyards. I don't want any defensive packs.
Construction complete.
And then I'll also build a fleet academy there.
System survey complete.
Alright. Ooh, we found a Gaia world. I'm going to try to send the scientist around to not hit the amoeba, and then go survey these two. Just out of curiosity. Alright, Security leveled up, and I guess I'll do off-world trade there. The archaeology project continues. Didn't dead end yet, that's good news. Come on, Horde.
Our science ship is beset by enemies.
Nope, they got hung up on the amoebas. And they died. No, they, someone else died. They didn't die. So one of these ships... Who just died? Was it my governor? Someone died. I actually don't know. Because our scientist is still here and alive. I clicked off of that too fast. Whoever it was, I apparently didn't need them. It's probably a governor I wasn't using or something like that. I don't want to colonize this place until the relic research is done. I don't want to change the course of the relic research for any reason.
System survey complete.
Man, I feel very bored just waiting for opportunities to present themselves. War exhaustion 100%, 95%.
Construction complete.
They really should have been done with their war by now, but they aren't. Alright, let's get diplomacy. So the adopting this gives me pop growth from immigration, which doesn't really help me because I don't have any immigration, and diplomatic influence cost reduced, which means I can use, you know, diplomatic actions at a discount. But that's about all the time I have for this episode, guys. So if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. I apologize for some of the flickering that I had to deal with early in the episode, and I'll catch you all next time. Adios!